2 infantry to bring up here and to keep that transport. If you lose this, then you wish you had done that. So it's not clear what is the more correct answer in this case. Perfect round for Germany. Not so perfect round for us. We're not worried about him. We're focusing on what we're doing to win, not what he's doing. Well, I suppose we are focused on what he's doing too. We gotta counter that, right? Not only is there an army he can't hit back, there's an intact army he can't hit back on in Ukraine now. Ukraine, Russia's weakness. Her strength. Her strength. Yes, I mean her strength. Greetings and welcome back again. I timed out my last 2 Allies games. This is not excuses. This is legitimate. I literally timed them out. One of them I was absolutely winning. The other was just starting. At least my Axis campaign, I only have 1 going currently. I'm going to start a second one actually after this. They have not timed out, thankfully. Let's carry on. Carrying on. It's a simple USSR opener. I've been enjoying the standard 2 tank purchase. I'm still a little split. I think if everything goes well, having a 3rd fighter is massive. It helps you hold your front so well, so effectively. But, I mean, if everything does not go well, then you're extra screwed. The German Panzer onslaught is that much harder to stop. So. Half dozen of one, 6 of the other. Oh, I did the wrong attack first. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, whoa. Whew, he got 0 hits as opener to counter my 1. And I've gotten 2. Jeez. Not giving either of us good rolls here. Wow, we're on round 4. And I haven't even got to his planes. And I still... Okay. That's a weak Russian start. Soviet start. Ugh. Well, at least I got the bomber. Okay, good. Alright, I'm feeling good on this. We'll finish him off. He won't get more than 1 more. That'll be 2, I think. Total hits for him. Below par. Very good. 3 being average. I think technically average is somewhere between 3 and 2. It's like really close to 3, but I just count it as 3. When I only have 2 losses, we're thankful. We thank RNGesus for his kindness that day. Now, since I don't have Ukraine well locked down, I am going to put both my fighters into the Caucasus. We're not going to split them up and send one up into Archangel. I want to make sure the Caucasus are locked down real tight. Attempt to stretch out the Japanese that little bit. Come on, in you go. Oh man, what is wrong with my mousing? My mousing, is that what you call it? My mousing? My pointing? My clicking? I'll see you next, guys. The Deutschland goes a all land by. 2 artillery, 11 infantry. Takes Karelia, goes all into Karelia. Destroys my destroyer in C-Zone 17. I hold on. Oh, yes. How good is that, defender? The Transjordan defenders, hold on. Hold the line. C-Zone 7. He wins, but our navies were both wiped. Excellent. And his planes got away, though. That's okay. That's okay. I don't mind that. So we have this navy intact with nothing to go after, which is nice. Let's go with a... Where's his Air Force? 3 and 2, and he didn't buy a bomber. So yeah, we can very easily drop an early navy. Where I do a round 2 navy. Get 2 extra fighters into the mix. It allows me to get the extra infantry down. Alright, I'm going to go with that. We're going to go with the 2 fighters, and I'll buy the carrier next round. Nice and simple. Let's bomb. Bomb Germany. Use the fighters on the transport. Got to double it up. And then I like the aggression. I like the British Pearl Harbor, if you will. The only question I have is do I add the New Guinea option on top? That's the one where I'm like, it's if you win this and you get your boat out, I think it's better to have those 2 infantry to bring up here and to keep that transport. If you lose this, then you wish you had done that. So it's not clear what is the more correct answer in this case. Let's be aggressive today. I'm feeling saucy. Feeling saucy. The fact that I'm bombing and not just flying it by. That's a little bit of sauciness right there. All right. And we roll a 6. How good is that? Max damage on the Deutschland. As a high-level access player, that grinds me. It seems like I know every 6 I'm supposed to shoot down one of those things. I seem to miss all those, or I'm never recording them at least. Ooh, we're stealing his 2s. We're stealing his 2s again. Hey, there we go. Intact. Very worth it. Very worth it. It's not easy for him to get down to New Guinea with enough force to be able to kick you off, unless he's already heading down to take out one. Oof. Unless he's already heading down to take out Australia. That was a garbage opener. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a not disaster, but very bad. Very bad. You guys to West Russia. Pull back. It doesn't have anything down there. Yeah, that was nice. You at least want to take out the fighters here. It's not the end of the world. If you get to retreat with 1 fighter and you've taken out everything but his 1 capital ship, it's actually kind of a draw, really, is how you should think of it. What happened there was not a draw. That was a loss me, a fairly bad loss me. And then next turn, we'll drop the carrier in the North Sea. The Japanese took a transport bomber, 2 artillery, and an infantry. Okay. Into 49. Yunnan lost an infantry. Held on. Feels good, man. He lost a fighter out of that. Lost an infantry, and no units lost in Burma. So a very middling opening for the Japanese, but my opening was junk with UK. So I mean, we're saying this evens things off in the world. That's how I am viewing it. Our purchase. I'm going to go ahead, get 2 carriers, an artillery, and a destroyer. I won't be able to hold it if I try to just destroy that bomber. So I'm kind of forced just to sit and do nothing over here. For this coast, I could land in Morocco. The problem is he can then grab 2 more, plus these 3, and smash me pretty effectively. So I don't think that's worth it. Finally, my last option is here against the Imperial Japanese, and I will definitely roll the dice on that one. Okay. Come on, I did the hand movements. Chop. Chop. Ah, there we go. It's the kind of hand movement. You got to figure out the kind of hand movement. Sorry, it's early in the morning. Just sorting myself out. All right, that was good. That was good. That was definitely a success. Let's go ahead and bring me to the Caucasus. That destroyer can reach me, so I'll pull back. I'm putting both the carriers on the west coast. Let's bring this cruiser forward to 12, destroyer up to 10. You've all landed. You've all landed. Finally, my bomber. Let's bring it to Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. Not the most exciting opener for the for our American friends, but we gotta start somewhere, right? Okay. USSR. Let's go with a 6 and 2 buy. So he went all in into Karelia. What do we think? Try to strafe him? He's got the AA gun up there, is the only downside. How does it look if I strafe without my planes? No, it's not going to be enough. I'll tell you right now, it's not going to like it. Not nearly enough. If I was desperate, like if it was like, oh, I need this to win, yeah, I'd be looking at something like that. It's not as terrible as it seems, but it's not an ideal situation either. So we do 2 and 1. What's better, you think? I throw my 2 planes at Ukraine or 1 and 1? Because I'd rather take out Ukraine cleanly. And if I had to, I'd retreat from White Russia. My thought there was I attack with just the 2, and if I can hit either of the ones, obviously I win. If he gets a hit, I'll just retreat and just count it as a loss. And he gets 2. That's why I kind of wanted 2 fighters on this one. Well, at least we took out the 3. It wasn't a loss. It was a hollow victory, but it wasn't a loss. All right, so let's at least win this one since we, hollow victoried the first. Oh, 3 for 3, of course. 4 for 4. Everyone's hit. Just throw ones out. Why not? Okay, we pile back up into West Russia. And all of the boys fall back. So you would have 2 lights and 4 tanks that can get into the Caucasus. I don't know, should I just leave those 2 there? Add the 4 on top? Or am I leaving myself too light up here? Because he can get me with 8, 9 tanks. Plus his 8 lights. I'll split the difference. I'll send 1 north. Boop-a-doo. 1 and 1, 3 and 3. It's a little early for to be checking attack power, but I mean, whatever. We're even. I'll take it. Our German friends got 7 infantry, a bomber, and a destroyer. Look at him go with the round 2 bomber purchase. Combat, undefended into Egypt. No units lost in Archangel. No units lost in White Russia. All right, so a perfect round for Germany. Not so perfect round for us. We're not worried about him. We're focusing on what we're doing to win, not what he's doing. Well, I suppose we are focused on what he's doing too. We gotta counter that, right? But okay, our purchase. We're going 2 infantry and artillery, destroyer, and I'm gonna drop the carrier here, and I think C Zone 8. So only came forward with 1 unit into Egypt. What do we do about this? It's a big army in Karelia. It's a big chonkin' army. It makes me, like, I have to figure out what I'm going to do with this. That's what that forces me to do. Well, I'm not gonna YOLO him against Ukraine or anything. So let's send the bomber to Egypt with 1 infantry. Transport's gonna flee home. I'm gonna keep the pressure on Germany. Correction, Japan. Because he's got the 1-in-1, the artillery and the infantry. So I'll send the same out with the fighter for support. And then finally into Northwest Europe. Should be a pretty easy bout there. 5v1. All right. Feel good about that. Shouldn't be any surprises here. Famous last words. Boom. This might be my closer one. Yes, bomber hits. Beautiful. That's what we want. It forces him to attack me. He can't just have it, you know. And it's 2 IPC. Ooh. Oh, are you... Well, that wasn't any good. I suppose that was my closest one, and it went horribly. It went as bad as that could go. Wah, wah. C-Zone 8. So, I need to make my decision on where I want these fighters. India? Yeah, I think I want him in India, to be honest. And a nice easy place. We got the Navy going. India continues to build up. I didn't even get a single hit there. That's frustrating. If you're watching this, you felt that pain before. You know exactly what that feels like. So I just realized I'm not recording. I just lost a bomber. They just shot down my bomber. I had a great reaction and everything. Let's quickly go over what I missed. I know I turned and clicked it. I must have just not registered it. But anyways, the Japanese bought 4 infantry, a sub, a fighter, and artillery. Into Saiking, undefended. Buryatia, undefended, and no units lost in Hongtong feels bad. For my purchase, I got 2 artillery, infantry, transport, destroyer, and 3 subs. And you just saw my opener. I friggin' just lost my bomber. Just shot down. Like, how many bombers am I going to lose, man? Ah, that doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good at all. Okay, let's carry on. Yeah, I had a really great reaction, and I look over. I'm like, I'm not even recording. What a joke. Boom and boom. Overwhelming force to Wake Island. I was saying, which I didn't record, but I had just said prior that I prefer Wake Island over the Solomons when I'm punching out with Japan, or correction, US, because yeah, you can threaten Borneo, but if you're not determined to threaten Borneo the following turn, and you come up here to Wake Islands, you sometimes freak them out, and you make them keep extra units on Japan that they don't need to, and that you have no intention of going after Japan. You're literally just there trying to freak them out, trying to make them pile up on C-Zone 60, doing anything but transporting troops over. Okay. Whew. I guess the bomber was my highest risk, but this is a close battle. This is a very close battle. Nice, that helps a lot. You get another 2. Hey, beautiful, beautiful opener. There you go. It's no longer a close battle. The American troops with their Sherman tank leading the way. It's trying to make me feel better for shooting down my bomber. RNGesus, I appreciate you, RNGesus. I don't care what anyone says. They can't tell me you're not real. So might as well move you to Eastern Canada. You're coming over here. I'm not worried about counterattack now because these planes can't even reach me. I'm not going to hold the line against this 5. I'll just fall back from him. The fighters into West Russia. We are attempting to hold that. Okay. So what did I say? It's going to be 1 artillery here, and the rest is for the East Coast. Transport, destroy, and everything's going in the West. I'm going to put the pressure to the Japanese Empire. Okay, our Ruski friends. The slight gamble here. The slight gamble being that I don't destroy this, and then I have to fall back and I just abandon a plane for no reason. I abandoned an American fighter for no reason. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Obviously, we're going to try to not have that happen. So, both fighters, and then just ignore these guys. Yeah, I think that's where it's at. No, I'm not going to go after Ukraine. I like this. This is pretty conservative. I generally, I play noticing from playing very top level access games. Obviously, I'm highly ranked at access. I play more aggressive as Russia than most people do. Maybe that's not why I'm high ranked. I don't know. Maybe in Russia, you just got to be less aggressive all the time. But I don't know, what fun is that? So I'm basically just offering him this whole area. In trade so I can pile up, and I'll leave the AA gun there. Because I don't think he's going to take a swing at that. And the AA gun helps to deter him from just sending 1 down with 2 from here. If he's smart, he should completely abandon Africa, to be honest. One and 1. 3 and 3. A nice solid purchase for Russia for basically the whole game. If you can afford that, that's a solid purchase. Let us check our attack power. We're winning! We're winning by 1! I'll take it! I'll take it! See, we still hold Northwest Europe. What did the Reich do? They bought 10 infantry, 2 artillery, and repaired that brutal 6-roll. Oof. Germany into the Caucasus. Destroyed an artillery and an AA gun and lost 3 infantry and a fighter? Okay. Cool. Like that's good. Good exchange, man. And then into Paris. He lost 3 infantry again, man. I did damage to him both ways. All right, I'll take it. I will take it. Now for our purchase. He is kind of set up for an India slam next round here. Just 3 infantry, I guess. Spend as little as possible to get maximum defense. I still might punch these 4. We'll see. Take 4 of my guys and my planes and hit them. Now for the north. The North Sea, that is. He's got his 4 fighters and a bomber. To my 1 cruiser. Carrier. No, 2 cruisers. 3 destroyers. So we're fairly secure. I don't see him rolling the dice on that. If I really wanted to, I could add 1 more ship, but I think we're okay up there. I think we're okay in that regard. Besides, if I take France again, he can't even hit me with his planes anyways. It's a non-issue. All right, so we're gonna do a 1. What will we use here? We'll use an Arty infantry. So I'll get another Arty infantry to replace it. And then a transport. That doesn't leave me enough to drop the factory. I would love to drop a factory in South Africa right now. So instead, we'll just get a fighter. Because that can get to the front line real quick. Okay. Definitely want to use the tank in the attack. It'd be nice to be able to leave something here, though. But if I end up losing because I don't bring an extra unit, I'm going to feel really silly. But I'm not bringing it. We're going to attack without it. Boom. That's all you guys. Not looking at Libya, Caucasus. Ooh, I could attack the Caucasus. I have 2 infantry in range. All of my planes. What would be... In terms of him not being able to take me next round, it's probably better to attack these guys, I think. Is it possible I'd 1 round him? It's always possible, but... Just first make sure there's no prime targets for the bomber. No, nothing to reach out and pluck. Shoot, man, I don't know. What do we do? 1 less artillery? Just to make sure I don't 1 round him? Because I want to retreat. I want to do 3 hits perfect. It would be the ideal. And retreat. Or just say forget it. Smash the Caucasus. Let him throw himself at me. I'll have my fighters, 3 more infantry. I don't need to move any more units that way. Give him the option. How much would it be? It's 6 and 10, and then 4 planes, 6 planes. It's a big attack. It's a big attack. It would be good to nip that in the butt. Okay, that's how we'll do this then. We'll try to smash Burma. Sorry that took so long. Gotta think this stuff through. You gotta have a clear mind. Okay, we missed a bombard. We're missing everything here. It's gonna be enough to take it. Good, good. I'll take 3 to 1 any day. Okay, we want 3 hits. Okay, okay. And he got 1. Hey! Perfect. Perfect. See, that's why I had to think with that clear mind. I had to take my time and do that correctly. That might actually, like, that little difference could be having India or not having India next turn. When I log back in as the Americans. That 3 infantry could be the difference. Now, do I really... I just want to take my bomber right out of there so it's not at risk of getting destroyed. It's not a bad idea. I could bring it down to Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. I am going to do that. I don't think 1, 2, 3... No. Bomber can't get me over here. Safe. I think I'm just going to leave the 2 infantry there. We'll see what he does. I'll allow him to make up his mind on what he wants to do. Hope these guys got to land there. And where did I want to throw this? I said cheap, right? Though that was before I had plucked those 3 units from Burma. Maybe... No, we'll keep it. We'll stick with the original plan. 1 artillery, 1 infantry for the UK. With the bonus transport. And a bonus fighter for a little extra punch into the Deutschland. And if you notice here, I got his AA guns. So now whenever he's punching back, I'm going to be able to hit with my planes each time too. So this is good. I'll probably just leave my planes in the UK punching into Germany each time. Okay, the Germans. Northwest Europe, no units lost. 1 unit lost in France, 1 unit lost in West Russia, and no units lost in Archangel. Okay, so for our purchase, we have another transport coming. We've handled this for this turn. He's got a sneaky sub up there. But with only 2 bombers, these fighters can't reach me up here. Because I could take both these. So it'd be a bomber. It'd be a bad attack for him. Alright, we'll let him do that. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 in India. I'm going to drop the factory in South Africa. Let's go. Like I said, these guys first to Norway. Someone made a comment in one of my videos about how the transports will go to the wrong places. And I responded, you gotta baby them. You literally gotta, like, you gotta go here with this. You gotta go there with that. Or else they won't do it right. They're just not capable. Could roll the dice a little bit here. Ignore the Japanese. And put everything onto Transjordan and bring all these guys into Egypt. Put pressure across the board. I'm going to do that. I like that. finally. Nothing you guys can get up to. One rounder. Oh, okay. I thought he was going to get one of my planes. I'm okay with him getting my infantry, but no, not the planes. Yeah, that's a success us for sure. Didn't take the plot, but I wiped out those units. I'm going to wipe out this infantry. Or not. I'm going to miss them. As you do. Alright, so you're back to India. Let's get you back there too. North here, out of range of the bomber. All of these guys north. This one fighter can come south. And we got nothing going on down here. I'm tempted to put just one single unit. So we can't just, like, whatever, take it for free. I don't think he's going to attempt this. He doesn't have that much power to attack India with. And I have my fighters landing there as well. And these guys back north. Industrial complex in South Africa. We're grinding them, guys. It's advantage us. He might have to shoot us all in on Russia, but with all these units converging back on Russia, I don't see it happening. What did our enemy do? 5 infantry, a bomber, destroyer, and an artillery. And he took out the transport. But didn't invade it. Okay. So we have our 4 to deploy here. I'll put them north. He can only hit me with the sub and the 2 bombers. We're fairly safe up there from his counterattack. Yeah, so I'll go north for sure. The question is, could I hold the Philippines if I did a factory drop there right now? Probably not. Unless this fleet could hold it. Ooh. So he has 3 lights here. I wouldn't be able to block them. Too bad I don't have a destroyer up here to be able to block those lights. So it's 3 lights plus 3 capitals and 2 planes. I'd have my 5 plus 3, 4 planes. Plus... Ooh, that's 7 total. Plus the bonus on a plane, but he can hit me with all those. No, it's not worth it. He would almost certainly wipe me and be able to take the factory. It'd be a waste. Alright, so we have 2 more transports coming. I would say this is the time to switch over to a double transport deploy on my east coast. So I'm going to buy 2 more transports and 3 units because I have 1 extra already. So a little deploy, we'll build, he'll come back. I'll be short. So I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like a whole purchase on this coast this time. What I will do is get 1 less artillery and throw 1 more sub into the mix. So we're not going to come to Iwo Jima. You'll come south. No, my planes can't reach them. No, there's not going to be any combat going on in the north. But I will take Borneo. His lights can't reach me down there, so I'm not as worried about him coming at me just with heavies in his planes. He can. He's welcome to. I'm just, his losses it'll be a very different outcome. Even if he wins, it'll be a very Pyrrhic victory. He won't be standing proud afterwards like, oh. I'll just have these guys fall back to Russia. Okay. Let's go! Bombard. 4 planes. Someone's got to hit. Ah, he gets the hit out of it. Unfortunate. Alright, like I said, you fall back to Russia. We got to make sure we don't lose that. Russia proper is kind of important right now. Brought up and gone right to the front of Finland. You get loaded up. Let's grab you. Now his bomber can reach me here. So I need to be very mindful of that and where I leave that transport. Do have 2 destroyers. He has only 1 bomber. This bomber here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and can land. Yeah, all of his bombers can reach me. So I have to leave him in Hawaii or bring him down to 43. Swing him around that way. It's a roundabout route to do it, but I think it's worth it. Sub down this way. Subs we don't have to worry about, as long as his destroyers can't reach us, which his destroyers can only get to here. So we're safe putting our subs out wherever we want, pretty much. Yeah, whatever we got to do to keep the transport safe. And then we don't have anything in Africa. Seven purchase. We'll be dropping 8 every other turn into Europe from this point on. And the Russians. It's a decent army, but it's not that scary. When my armies are combined, he doesn't have a chance of taking Russia. So 4 and 2 buy. So just an observation, if I destroy these 4, there's no counterattack. There's no tanks that can reach me. It's literally only planes and this 1 infantry. Just an observation. So we could do... two to West Russia. Fighter to West Russia. Let's go to 2 infantry and a fighter to Ukraine. Yeah, and I don't think he's going to take planes to try to destroy whatever I have left here. The 2 extra units and the extra fighter should be good. And then everything else we can collapse back into Russia. Alright, I like it. Boom, boom. Hey, 1 rounded him. Didn't expect the 1 round. I take that with only 1 loss. Not only is there an army he can't hit back, there's an intact army he can't hit back on in Ukraine now. Ukraine, Russia's weakness. Her strength? Her strength, yes, I mean her strength. Oh, that'll get me censored. I'm not monetized anyway, so whatever. Yeah, that was very good. That was very, very good. I'll just leave like one unit in the Caucasus. Or build the 4, make him push hard. I think I'll do 2 units in the Caucasus, and then the other 4 back in Russia. I'm not really worried about losing Russia. And I wouldn't mind him going in full tilt into the Caucasus, and I'll turn right around with this army and wipe it out right afterwards. He'll think he has enough reinforcements. He does not. Oh, let's check attack power. 20. Almost. 18. 18, guys. What did that wacky Reich get up to? A bomber, 9 infantry, 2 artillery. It was this purchase. Into Evenki, undefended. Volodya, undefended. We hold on in the Caucasus. I lost 1 infantry. I lost an infantry and an arty. Very good. And West Russia, we took out an infantry. Very good. That was a good defensive round. That's a very solid defensive round. I happily accept that. Now, for our purchase, we need 6 for the UK, 2 down in South Africa. So 1, 2 in South Africa. 1, 2, 3 for India. And then I need 6. 2, 1. I can't even. So I want to have enough to completely fill up everything. I need that, right? It's 2, 5, and 6. Yeah, I need 11 total. Okay. It's got 3 bombers, but all these... Oh, 3 bombers and 2 fighters up here now. So I gotta make sure I take both these plots. This is important. I'll take 1 single infantry in this one, and then the remaining 3 will attack France. That way these fighters aren't in range of hitting me. Could also use a destroyer. Correction, I could use a destroyer and a fighter. I want my fighters for this attack, though. Is it better just to ignore the sub? Well, that's our purchase. Sorry for dragging that out. We're definitely not attacking Karelia. Like I said, this putty's coming forward. 1 unit. We'll grab... remaining 3. France. We have a bombard. I'll get a chance to go as Russia again. And I'll get a chance to take out these 2, leaving him no way to get me if I send my tank this way. So I'm going to send the tank west and the troops east. So at least 2 turns I'm safe from German counterattack there. So that's 6 for a counterattack here. Just do 3 and all of my planes. Yeah. This fighter's still moving over. just send one destroyer in. I got the odds. Because I really do want to take France. I think both fighters down there is worth it. Alright, I'll risk the dice on that. Could be wasting a destroyer here. I'd feel bad about that. Feel very sad. Okay. Bard should be a done deal now. So I don't have to worry about his counterattack from his planes. His fighters cannot land. Let's one round him. Let's roll a one. Ah. Almost one rounded him still though. Ooh, no, I might not even take it. I might not even take it. Okay, bomber. How close can they make it? How close can it be? And finally, see what happens here. See if we just threw away a destroyer. We hit on 2, he hits on 1. Yes! Ah, good stuff. Good stuff. Feels good. You gotta play the odds, man. You gotta play the odds. Japan, then the U.S. I'll pull back everything. And I'm only going to leave 1 American infantry in Finland for now. A fighter can go... I don't want him exposed in Persia. So Italian East Africa is as good as anywhere else. Boom, boom. You can't move. You've all deployed. And we got nothing else. So it makes sense. Keep the artillery buildup going in India. And these guys are basically fodder in the UK anyways. I'll just be dropping them on to be poofed by these bomber squadrons he seems very determined to keep making. Alright, let's keep etching that upwards to infinity and beyond. Recapping last turn with our American friends. We had a nice little invasion into Volodya, no losses, yada yada. We purchased 2 infantry, 2 artillery, a fighter, and a sub. With our Soviets, 7 infantry. We attacked Soviet Far East. I pushed farther in. We attacked the Caucasus. I lost 2 infantry. I was not too happy about that. Archangel, no units lost. West Russia, 1 unit lost. And Kazakhstan lost a unit. I was not everywhere I lost units, but I was super aggressive. Okay. For our purchase for the British, we're going with 5 infantry, 3 artillery, and 3 tanks. My thought here is I want to destroy this army in Persia. The Persians must be destroyed. Right, take this 4, these 2, and let's say 4 more. And then all the planes. We can do a little dippy-doo here with our tank. There's 9 tanks here, and Archangel can hit back. You know what? I'll probably just go forward with everything there. It's only 4 units, whatever. If he decides to come hard into Finland, so be it. And then finally, our UK attack. I might be able to take both here. Maybe there's no reason to. Let's let the Americans attack Northwest Europe. We'll just hit overwhelmingly into France. That way we're guaranteeing we're going to 1 round this sucker. Not guarantee. Now that I said it, I'm not going to 1 round it. Yeah, I know. That's everything. Let's go. I've recorded myself doing far too many mistakes. I gotta slow down, but I will not. I will not. Not happening. Missed the bombard. What? Okay. Woo. Fighters. Thanks, guys. That's appreciated. I guaranteed the one round, and the fighters came through for me. Good, good. Persia. See how this goes. Don't expect to do this. If we could do this in 2, that'd be nice. What was that, 6? Oh. We one-rounded that. How beautiful. What does he get? Beautiful. That's awesome. That is so good. We just eliminated an army with almost no losses. Yes. Yes, yes. Even now, if he does take India, we have a very strong counterattack to come back at him. It's not a guaranteed that he would hold it. Even if he can take it. Boom, boom, boom. Does he get his Finnish hit? Yes, the Finnish always get their hit. That's Mother Finlandia. The Finnish are always going to get their impacts. Deal with it. Definitely land you boys. So we have the Japanese turn next, and it's most likely to be... Yeah, I'm going to land all of my fighters in India. And my bomber I might bring to Russia. There's nothing left to move. So the 3 tanks. I want to hold on to India. I don't want to lose India. I'm dropping the 3 tanks in India. Absolutely. Then the old 1-1 razzle dazzle. And 2-4. We got some good impact coming into Europe next time. But yeah, those 3 tanks. We're trying to hold India maximum. It's the most defensive power I could put in there, short of just like not buying other things and only getting fighters. But no, I think this was the best way. This was the way. Our Japanese friends got 3 infantry, 3 arty, a sub, and a bomber. Very good. Into Alaska. Ooh, into Alaska. That's fun. And Yakut. All right. Our purchase. We're going with 7, 2, and 1 tank and a fighter. Because we got to deal with Alaska. And we want to keep putting troops over on Germany. Oh, I think... There you go. Let's correct that. I'm like, this sounds really quiet for some reason. Boop-a-da-boop. Drum roll, please. Okay. Now, Northwest Europe makes sense. I'll move into Finland. There's not much of a counterattack coming. I guess all 8 of these boys into Northwest Europe. Boom, boom. Makes it that little bit harder for him to take out. Definitely the East Indies. Finally, anything else? No, I can't really reach him. Like, I just don't have. I could. I got a bomber anywhere? No. Yeah, it's not worth it. I can put 2 subs on him and a fighter. But he has a destroyer. Oh, I can't even get the fighter on it. Oh, no, that's 100% no. Without the destroyer there and a fighter, yeah, absolutely. So then we want these 4 fighters onto the East Indies. And that's it. Bombard? Hey, nice, quick and clean. Make it easy on me. Don't make me narrate too much. Make it easy on me. Thank you much. Alright, should be a 1 round. This is overwhelming force. I'm tossing at this. Hey, 1 round. Apparently it wasn't overwhelming force, though. It was like literally just enough force. Just a freaking enough. Okay, success. So he can get me down to like... See, I'm going to just run away with these guys. Come down here. I'll step here, and then I'll keep the main navy together. And you can go to Borneo. No, his transports can't reach me anyways. All right. Then I'll bring him with the main fleet. I was thinking he could drop a transport in there, but we're good. Okay. Now we deploy. At least 2 infantry there. We need at least 4 for here. Let's go like 3, 1. And then the rest of these boys. In Western United States. Not that I think he's going to come full tilt. He'll probably hop out to Hawaii. Ooh, that's a mistake. I should have left this sub here. I have 1 here that can hit Hawaii, but I should have left an extra one. Because he can go 1, 2... No, these guys are out of position. So he can take Hawaii. That's okay. Now, for the Soviet attack. 6 and 1 seems to clear by. So 1 unit to Volodya. Got these 3. We can hit with these 3. These 3 with these 3. Finally... No real risk of a counterattack. And do like 2... and 2, and that allows me to put both my fighters into West Russia. And then everything else comes up to Russia. Yeah, that makes sense? That makes sense. Alright, smashy smashy time. No! That was not smashy smashy. That was missy missy. Not missy missy. We want smashy smashy. That's better. Okay. We can at least take him out. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Well, if nothing else. Took out two of his artillery. I lost 2 of mine, so I mean, that's kind of a wash. Alright, let's take these guys out clean. 1 rounder. Good. And a miss. Swing and a miss. Everyone falls back. Yeah, he doesn't have nearly enough. He'll have to fall back. Unless he does some mad lad stuff, tries to push in deep, but no. He'll have to fall back. Okay, so his... oh, that sucks. I didn't get West Russia. His tanks can hit me down in the Caucasus. Otherwise, I'd throw 4 there for sure. So maybe 2 still makes sense. And the rest back in Russia. Not ideal, but the best of what we got. Let us keep this dream alive, boys. Germans bought a bomber, infantry, and an artillery. So he's up to 5 friggin' bombers. It does kind of seem like he's building up for a throw at my navy there, right? And he moved his navy into position. That's exactly what he's going to do. So I have to throw my navy at him. My fighting boats. And pull my transports back. He'll probably wipe them. Yeah, because I can't even prevent his fighters from joining in. He'll probably wipe that navy. Okay, let's redo this. Let's redo my purchase. If I go the cheapest I can, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That covers India and South Africa. I have a bomber here. I don't have any other fighters that could land. So an option could be throw a destroyer here and buy 3 more destroyers. Or a carrier fighter. Still, if he moves forward to here, I would want something to... I want like a sub to be able to sacrifice into that with my Air Force. And I can make sure my bomber's back in range. So is it actually worth it to do a no purchase in South Africa? And get an extra destroyer? That'll just be 3 infantry in India. I mean, we've secured this area now because the Americans are down. And we've eradicated that Japanese army. And it seems like the threat of imminent invasion of Russia is gone. I think I'm going to do this. This is the safest. Just got to remember to block up 13 so his boats can't get on the attack. And we're good. I'll pull back from Finland. I don't need to lose this little army. Oh, I could take the risk here. If I take out this infantry, he doesn't have anything more to hit me with. Or if I leave this here, he can take these bombers and come and smoke me with an infantry. That's the thought there. I think the Caucasus makes sense. He's not going to be able to take it back before Russia's turn. So we'll go 2 and 2. 1 and 1 into Transjordan. He has 2 transports up here, but he would have to sacrifice them. I would wipe him out if he came down. We're going to push out them. We're not going to be too reserved. put one tank up here. Gotta make sure I take West Russia, so he can't get down at me. These two artillery could come back, I guess. Help this push. Maybe 5 and 1. And then we'll just split up these boys. 1 and 2. 1. Finally, my bomber man here. I'm bombing Libya. I have... This is how you check what kind of space, so you don't have to count it. I would have 2. I have 2 movement slots left. So I could retreat back down to Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. Which surely would put me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could still land in Egypt. If he chose to. But he would have to, like, land fighters and everything, too. Would he do that? No, but I can move 2 infantry up. I don't think he'd do that. Let's just bring these guys north into the Caucasus. So that's the plan. That allows us to still invade France this turn. Just next turn, they're safe. There's no invasion coming the following turn. And these boys have to move down there. That's all I need to remember with that. Let's go. That was a lot of thinking that through. I thought I was coming into a relatively simple turn. I was just recording some Axis, and I had a bunch of thinking and thought and hms and haws, and I'm like, I have a nice easy turn to come to. No, making me get the old noggin jogging. Noggin jogging. Well, jogging the old noggin. There we go. I think that's what I was trying to say. Beautiful. Second round, finish them off for a clean French victory. All of these are fairly overwhelming. If one's close, it's going to be that tank bomber run. Like, I'm just hitting them with so many whacks here that the likelihood of them getting out of one round is fairly low, let alone doing serious damage. 4v1. Smash. Same deal, y'all. I should have 2 planes. Yeah, 2 heavies. Hey, I don't even need the heavies. My heavies are useless. You're useless. You're useless. Ah. Beautiful Burma. Yeah, that just makes it even less likely because they'd have to send both their transports down, which is a sacrifice. I imagine they want to just be dropping troops on the mainland. Here's our gamble. Okay, we got the infantry. Ah, I got my tank. Feels bad, man. Wah, wah. Well, the Africa Corps is no more, and there's no reinforcements to come. So at least we've gotten rid of the Africa Corps. Load that back. What I say, these guys can just fall back. India's more secure now. I can move more resources out of India. So maybe these 2 fighters come up to Russia. And we'll assist picking off these boys. Oh yeah, I forgot he's up here. Sneaky Japan. You're so sneaky. You're so cray-cray. What you even doing up there? What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk. And our 3 units in India. Yeah, I'd like to get back to full infantry purchases, which is 9, I think. 5 plus 4. No, it's 11. So I'd like to get back to purchasing 11 units and just dropping the pain on them. But I did have to block against this. I don't need him taking out my army, buying himself that extra little bit of time. Yeah, that's... We're 1 point away from getting the Churchill seal of approval. Come back. We will make this happen. We will make it happen. Oh, let's get it on. What did my friend Captain Nate, my opponent and friend Captain Nate, do? He got a destroyer, 5 infantry, and 2 arty. He attacked West. Oh, he's doubling down on North America. Okay. Okay, that's kind of fun. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let us fight over Western Canada. You can't have Alberta. Get away from Western Canada. There's a lot of oil in here. Honestly, Western Canada should be worth a lot more than just 1 IPCs. But maybe in World War II, Western Canada wasn't producing that oil yet. So, okay, that could be accurate. I am Canadian, by the way. And I did live in Western Canada for, I don't know, 8 years or so. Alberta specifically. Okay. So what's he going to do? Just keep dumping units into Alaska? So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4 for the east again. Because he's putting so much IPC into North America, he can't fight me in the sea over here. He doesn't have a chance. And his fighters are out of position now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they could land in 61. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or they could land in the Philippine Sea. But I can be here, and I'm completely out of their position, and I'm in position to attack his main navy. So it'll force him to pull back. If I have a bomber up here, I'll be able to take out any transport if he does that. Okay, that's what we'll do. We're going to grab these boys. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to need 1, 2 for Borneo. I feel like I have enough sea power already to take him out. He just has so many planes that if he gets the attack with all his planes in position, he'll get the win. So it's all about positioning myself right. Maybe I just build a mass of ground troops over here. And a bomber. Oh, he could be going for a transport across. He'd be able to drop 4 guys and all these into Western United States. Yeah, he can drop quite a bit of force because of these. You can do 2 plus 9. So I'd be better with just all infantry. Use these guys to go to Western United States. Yeah, it's basically a whole land purchase. Okay. Let's go. So yeah, we're definitely going to do that. We'll go all in with those boys. Use these fighters to help them. Everything else chills here. Reload. Over here, grab one of those boys. French Indochina and Malaya. Finally. No, there's nothing really else to do here. Yeah, that's a sneaky attack by him, and it could work. Like that can work in a lot of scenarios if you're not paying attention. You'll, oh shoot, you can lose Western United States 10 IPC in a factory. The only thing is he's not going to be able to hold it with very much. And I'll have a counterattack from here and here to come. Even if he rolls amazing and takes it. So we got everyone into 36. We'll bring... What does he have? He just has one destroyer in the area. I'll kind of tempt him to use it on me. That'll stop him from bombarding. He'll have to use his destroyer and battleship to fight me here. Let's bring you up. Everyone as far forward as I can is what I'm doing there, basically. Now, let's fall back. No bombers can reach me. I'm just making sure I'm looking at what he has around. Bomber can't reach me. There's nothing. Ooh, this one. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this bomber can totally reach me. Okay, we're not moving him back on his own. I mean, my guys aren't in position anyways, but... Wow, gotta watch out for that. Sneaky deaky, my butt. And Russia is solid. I can move this fighter out and use him wherever. Let's bring him down to Burma. Okay. Three, 7, 1, and 4. I mean, you could argue he has success because he's already forced me to move that many units, but he has the bulk of his firepower now rendered useless unless he follows through this attack. But again, he only has 4 ground units that can possibly land here. I'm gonna get 4 hits. I am gonna get 4 hits for sure in my first round alone. So he would have to then start sacrificing his planes with only 1 ground unit that's gonna eventually take it. Even if he sacrifices enough planes and gets good rolls, takes this all out, it's still 1 single unit sitting there that I eradicate, and his fighters would be exposed. I'd potentially hit them. Yes, we're good there. I'll stop patting my own back. I'm so good. Look how good I'm doing. Simple 6 infantry. That's the name of the game. Calling all freaks out. Definitely 1 into Archangel. Could probably step forward and force to West Russia, really. Take the whole army out. With an AA gun. He has 10 lights and 9 heavies plus... he's got quite a bit of bombers. he could go all in on me, and with a good roll, he could eradicate my army, still having his tank standing. It's a bit risky. Let's keep playing this a bit safer. Yeah, I like that. I am successfully rolling back the border from the edges of Moscow already. So I'm gonna say we're doing good like this. Let's not change it up. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Okay. From someone who fixes machines in a multi-billion-dollar manufacturing plant for a living, trust me. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Just leave it alone. One of the questions we ask when we're coming up to troubleshoot, it's like, is it working? Like, yeah. Like, can we look at it on break? You know, it's you think that's like, you guys are just trying to be lazy. It's like, no, man. Like, we can go to some. I can take a cover off something. A mess of wires comes popping out, and it just got instantly worse. And you're like, wait, how can that happen? Like, the connection literally might just be holding itself on with the friction of the plate on top of it, and you take that off, and it pops out, and you're like, oh, what was that? Where was that cap? Where'd that cap come from? If you're an industrial electrician, you know what the heck I'm talking about. No, these rolls. Okay. Okay. Not a great round. Not a great play. I got West Russia. It's the one I definitely cared about the most. That's not just cope. That's real. Let's get one unit into Kazakhstan. And I'll send maybe 2 more infantry out to Novosibirsk. Novosibirsk. That place right there. 2 more units. I'll try not to record myself playing with names. Play with names I can't pronounce right. And then my boys. Just realized I didn't hit record. Let's redo that opening again. The Germans have hurt me deep, guys. They took out my destroyer, took out an infantry in West Russia, no units lost, and eradicated my C-Zone 8 fleet, only losing 3 fighters and a bomber. Maximum oof. 7 transports. Not good. Okay, and France, no units lost. Let's attempt to recover from that. My purchase, I got 5 infantry, a tank, and 2 fighters. All of them are going into the UK as I turtle up there. And let's do our attack. Oh, I didn't show what my attack was. Well, you'll get to see it here. I'm throwing everything at West Russia. I'm going to reinforce it with the Soviet troops after. Barely 2 rounded. And then we moved units into Egypt. We took Ukraine, undefended. We just attacked West Russia with all of that, and now we're attacking you now. Ba-bom. This could be close. It's all in this opener. 2 is acceptable. 2 is acceptable. Ah, there we go. We're good. We're good. 2 is solid, I should say. 2 is solid. 2 is better than just acceptable. All right, unscathed. Very good. That forces him, if he wants to attack that now, he's got to dedicate all 5 of those units, plus his air force. So this is good. This is good. I force a bad decision upon him. That's what we're trying to do. So Japan's air force is weaker. I'm going to send my AA gun towards Germany. Boom. So, will I still have a UK afterwards? I max spent every single IPC to maximize my defensive ability on the UK. So the big thing I got going for me, he only has one transport. Those 4 bombers are scary, guys. I'm not going to lie. All right, here we go again. What did our Japanese friends do? Got 4 infantry and artillery and 2 subs. Trying to hold on to that sea if he can. He attacked into Western Canada. No units lost. That feels bad, man. Destroyed a sub, lost a destroyer. Destroyed an infantry, lost an infantry. Okay, at least we got some. At least we got some hits in other places. So we're gonna need 4 per turn in Borneo. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do we do over here? Yeah, he's moved out of reach. I can't do the all-in attack on him. I pretty much have him already. I could drop, like... How many? We have 5 destroyers already. So I could drop something like a carrier with my 2 fighters, a transport, or do I attempt to reclaim the Atlantic Ocean? Because, like, if you look here, he only has 2 units he can transfer with these transports. So I don't really have to worry about his counterattack. So if I wanted to drop this carrier here, I could also go 2 destroyers with it. But do I still have control over this area? Well, I suppose I do, because he's sitting up here. With these transports, he's probably just going to grab them and drop them up here. So we can still put units onto the mainland. That's my guess. I think reclaiming this ocean is key. And will allow us to keep the pressure on Germany. I don't see this as much of a threat, to be honest. All right, that's our plan. So what did I buy? I bought a transport. We can leave 1 infantry and 1 artillery back for the transport. Oh, that's if I drop the transport here. If I do the whole Navy drop on this coast, I don't even have to worry about that. So my fighters would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and they can land. So we'll take the overwhelming force north. I am going to send up 2 destroyers. I want this sub to disengage. And just like step right here is fine. So I'll grab these boys, bring them to Borneo. I don't need any of these planes for anything else. Yeah, you engage. Just the sub I want to disengage. And then let's throw in 2 and 2. I got a bomber anywhere over here? No. Yeah. His only path to victory is if he can take England. That would be fairly devastating. To say the least, that would be fairly devastating. Right, get out of here, sub. Nice, annoying destroyer sitting off his coast. One round. There you go. All right. There goes your Japanese incursion into North America. Big waste. There's a reason. There's a reason the top level guys aren't doing that kind of stuff. You can distract some resources, and if you have an extra transport that's in the ocean already, and you grab those boys on the island, it is definitely worth it to throw those guys into Alaska. But outside of what I just described, it is pretty much never worth it, and that sucks. The sub just took out my destroyer. Yeah, pretty much outside of that one scenario, it's not worth it. That's a womp womp. Step you forward. Just keeping the pressure on him. 2 back. How do we want to pile up in Yunnan? We have 6 there already. And we'll have another British turn, so they'll be able to come forward. And he'll be able to hit me with... He could potentially grab all his guys and go all into Yunnan. But he would expose his navy to me. I don't think he's going to do that. And if he does, I invite him to. How about that? I invite him to do that. There's no invasion of Western United States happening. Finally, the 1 unit's fine in Finland. What are we missing? Okay, 2 fighters. These guys, we're going to reclaim the sea. Attempt to. Both you guys here. Our transport. And then our 4 units. Because even though I'm not pushing on him in the north, I already have the spicy islands. I already got the lucrative spice trade. The spice must flow, my friends. Meaning money for me. No money for him. And the Russians are nice and safe here. Keep piling up 7 infantry. Or 3 and 3. Help us with our push. I like 3 and 3. It's either that or 1 tank, but I think I have enough infantry now that just getting some extra artillery will help us advance forward. Push that line back. So there's no reason for me to do anything with Yakut. Kazakh's got to get smoked. Yes, that is our target. Four and 4. My tanks can come down too. Let's bring another 4 infantry from there and 2 artillery from up top. That should be a fairly easy 1-rounder. Next, we're going to go 2 infantry and 2 fighters forward. And that is a very solid round. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I haven't done the round yet. It will be a solid round. See? 8 hits. Nice. 8 to 12. Where's that on like a final assault? A German assault on Russia. 8 to 12 of your 2 rolls. Like, oh yes, that'd be a very, very good opener. I'm like 2 rounds away from attempting an assault on Russia as Germany with the other game I'm recording right now. So that's like on my mind. I'm not going to do it right after this, but like literally 2 rounds from now. All right, Psy King. What do we like? I want to reinforce West Russia. The fighters can land in Russia, sure, but I could throw this 10 in my AA gun out. No, there's no reason to. What I will do is I'll throw like 2 out. So if he wants to take this, he has to dedicate some force to it. It's not a freebie. And 1 and 2. Actually, correction, I'm going to put these all in Russia. I just thought about that. There's no advantage having him in the Caucasus. Normally you're battling back and forth with Ukraine, but all his forces up here. So he's either going Archangel, West Russia, or he's retreating to Germany proper. So there's no point in sticking it in the Caucasus right then. And I'm not worried about the Japanese counterattack. Oh man, it's all in for his UK invasion. If he can make that work, he has a chance of winning. If that fails, or if he doesn't even attempt it, he's lost already. All right, our German friends. Into Algeria, undefended. Northwest Europe, only lost 2 infantry, taking out 8. Not great. For me, good for him. And West Russia destroyed 2 artillery, 2 infantry, and a tank, and lost 4 infantry in the process. Fairly good round for him, actually. And he bought 2 subs, 2 artillery. Oh, he dropped the 2 subs, trying to make sure that the North Sea stays empty. All right. So, for our purchase, we're going 4 infantry, an artillery, a fighter, and an industrial complex. Just go 1 unit forward. What do we like up here? Too bad I didn't take out 1 more. If there was only 2 infantry standing there, I would take these 3 and attack it. But 3 is a little too strong. That's too risky business. And my fighters can't reach Poland and land back in Russia, unfortunately. I don't want them that far exposed out there in Ukraine. Yeah, that nullifies these fighters. Tank can't get there either, no. Completely nullifies him. Oh, no, not true. We can get to Szechuan. My bad, my bad. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, we'll throw both those guys in Szechuan. 2 and 2. Happy Bomber comes north of Kwangtung. These 2 fighters, let's say... Same deal, and land him in Yunnan. Tank infantry will step forward to Yunnan. I guess into White Russia. Bit of a mixed bag here. I mean, we've effectively stolen the spicy islands from the boys here. Let's go. But he did just wipe out the North Sea fleet, and it's going to be a couple turns before we reclaim that sea. So that's why I bought the factory, by the way. You'll see in a moment. I'm dropping that in Norway, so I can just start putting out 2 units per turn. And then we'll rebuild the North Sea. Alright, we got 2 units coming there now. Let's take... We'll definitely destroy those 3. Yeah, let's go north with this. Or even 1 and 1. Like I said, these boys to Yunnan, these fighters back to Russia, these fighters Yunnan, bomber, India. Kind of centralized, can hit everywhere. No, I don't want to expose too much in Finland. Finally, his transport, he could only put 2 units on to Great Britain. He's not going to try, but I do need to leave my fighters there. That's all I'm thinking through. Okay, 1, 2, 3 in India, 2 units down South Africa. A nice steady stream of troops will just flow up into the war. Now, I do have the option to drop this complex in Egypt. He doesn't have his... Oh, he's got 4 bombers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'd have nowhere to land him. So bombers couldn't get in on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all he could do is drop 2 units plus a bombard against my 3. Plus I have a bunch around... A bunch of units in the area to take it back. That's my only other thought here. So if I put it in Norway, he can come out in force and take it with this pile of tanks. But then that's 2 full turns. His tanks are occupied, not threatening anything down here. And I can clean up and take IPCs that way. That was my thought of putting it up here. Almost trying to bait him to. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go with the initial plan. And with 3 fighters, if he doesn't come out with enough, I can attack, I can counterattack into Finland, and then land into Norway and put 2 more units. And I could always drop these fighters. So we could have 5 fighters potentially defending. You know, see what he sends out. If he wants to sacrifice them against him, let him. Our Japanese friends bought 2 infantry and 2 fighters. He's loading up. Look at that, 5 bombers, 6 fighters. He's loading up for that all-in attack. 5 bombers and I have 4 defense. So I need to make sure that this plot is plugged up with a destroyer at all costs, or else my navy's gone next turn. Okay. His combats. He's on 60. Destroyer. Oh, good. I got a sub. I'll take that. And then he lost an infantry into Kwangtung. Not bad for us. Now, our purchase. We're going to go 4 infantry. That's for Borneo. I'm going to grab an industrial complex, drop it right there in French Indochina. Not a Japanese industrial complex. No. It's an American drop into Thailand. We are investing in the colonies. And then finally, 2 subs, a transport, and a destroyer. And you will see as I distribute that as we go. Okay, I don't need to throw too much forward. 1 infantry is enough. He didn't attack Finland. Okay. We'll just chill out. Kwangtung. I guess it's just basically Kwangtung. Keep trading that with him. Now, I need to plug this up. So if I throw a destroyer in... and the 4 fighters, and I'll put 1 fighter into Kwangtung. And everything else will stay put. I'll bring another load of troops forward, and we'll just overrun them. We'll absolutely overwhelm them. Okay. Combat! Now, hopefully our destroyer survives, then I don't have to sacrifice another one. Nice 1-rounder. He can take his hit. Slows down our advance a bit, but yeah, so be it. This is the one I would rather have this one come away flawless, if I'm being honest. I'll do the hand movements and everything. Yeah, ooh, wow, just got the 1 hit. Ah, he gets the hit. Feels bad now. Feels bad. I guess for only 2 IPC more, I could have sacrificed a fighter. I don't know why. I do need to put him forward. So my navy exists at the end of this turn. And he has no destroyers left at all. So I can absolutely just kind of like get all up in his business. Get uncomfortably up in his business. We gotta grab these boys from Borneo. He's got good numbers coming forward here. I guess I could have. I did have the extra fighter already. I could have sacrificed one. Ah, whatever. Finally, I think I'm going to take a shipment down and drop them into Africa. I miss the rains down in Africa. And the reason I'm doing this is he's got 4 bombers sitting up in the north. I don't want anything to do with that. And 2 subs, sneaky boy. You can just keep investing in expensive machinery, and I'll just keep avoiding them and picking off all the cheap, easy targets. That's what I'll do. Play the avoidance game, like the anti-Napoleon. If you know how they beat Napoleon, a lot of it was literally they just refused to fight him because it was such a Europe's so big and there were so many battles going on. They're just like, oh, Napoleon's here. Okay, nope, we'll just fall back. We'll just beat his armies. We'll beat the French armies somewhere else. That's what I'll do. His big forces come forward. I'm like, no, I'm not going to fight that. Have fun with that, sir. Okay, I'll stop talking and click that button right there. Now for our mobilization. Another 4 into Borneo. 1 destroyer and a transport into the eastern United States. 2 subs into 56. And finally, our IC industrial complex into French Indochina. 19. It feels like a light buy. 5 and 1 is where it's at. Let's go forward with one single unit. These 3 must be destroyed. Whoa. Do I want to go all in on that? I could bring tanks too. I'd be likely to have 14, maybe 12 lights and 3 tanks. Would be my likely outcome. So oh, with his bombers, you know what? I don't like that as much. I'm more inclined to do that. Is that too light? Should I throw 1 more infantry? You know what I'm talking about. If you play this a lot, you know, like, I should win. It says it's strong, but man, you can lose these real easy. You throw 1 more infantry, then it should win. Yeah, we're winning. Let's risk it for the biscuit. Ooh, uh-oh. That was not what you wanted. You wanted at least a hit. Okay, yeah, 2 is fine for an opener. Okay, good. We're back in charge. No hits my second round. Okay, we're making this interesting as possible. I may not win. I may not actually take the territory. I didn't take the territory. Wow. All right. You saw it here, guys. That's how easy that you can lose that battle. He's got 9 tanks that can hit Russia. That forces me to have to pull back 100% because of these bombers and these fighters. I got to pull 100% of my army back. And 1 infantry from there. I want overwhelming numbers back there. In hindsight, that might have been a mistake. We're not going to lose Russia. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not disaster. With 30 lights, 3 tanks, and 4 planes. Come at me, bruh, is what I say. Come at me. The Third Reich got a fighter, 7 infantry, and a sub. Definitely trying to keep that waterway free. That is fine with me, though. Into Morocco, into Ukraine undefended. The Caucasus. Killed 2, no units lost. Not ideal. White Russia killed 1, no units lost. Finland killed 1, no units lost. And Archangel killed 1, no units lost. A perfect round for the Reich. Ouch. In response, we're getting 4 infantry, 1 artillery, 2 beautiful tanks, and another industrial complex. Yeah, we're smacking that right down in Egypt. Gonna wreck his day. Just overwhelm him. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna send the tank forward to Guangzhou or anything. It's not like I'm trying to victory city snipe here. Shoot, not having anyone in Persia is a slight oversight. Not able to counterattack into the Caucasus. Unless I risk a tank. Anyways, let's finish that purchase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands there. That's no good. Unless I bring it all the way up to Finland. So I could bomber 2 fighter to Finland, and then these 2 fighters could move up to Russia. Should I tank in there too? And I can even bring these 3 fighters in as well. And then land them in Norway. As long as I take Finland, they're fine from counterattack. I just don't want to expose them to those 9 tanks, 4 bomber counterattack. Likelihood of hitting him to 2 for 2 is fairly low. If I must, I'll sacrifice 1 plane. Fingers crossed I don't have to. That's the max aggression I can squeeze out there. There we go. We 1-rounded him. Does he get 2? Nice. All we care about. Now his tanks can't get to me. Slows him up that extra turn. I can keep using that factory, so it negates not having my transports that little bit, you know. Big ol' Air Force up there in Norway. What do we do here? Maybe the tank to Egypt. Leave everything else status quo. Let's go 1 unit over to Burma, and then the other 2 will come help out in the German theater. Do I step forward? So I could bait potentially 6 troops. He'd step forward. But if he stepped forward, he'd expose himself to being wiped. I don't think he will. Alright, I'm going to step forward. With all 4 of those guys. And then maybe... I'll move the fighters forward too. I'll invite him to attack me full strength. And we're not missing anything else here? No, I don't think so. Yeah, nice little factory plop onto Egypt. 2 tanks down in South Africa. We're just going to overwhelm them at this point. Now that I'm going to be able to pump out 7 units per turn, coming up from Africa, Central Asia, just pushing up, helping against the Caucasus. We've already got Japan on his back foot, so now it's just pushing Germany back. And then finally 2 units every turn into Norway to just be annoying. Deny him Scandinavia. You will not have Scandinavia, Third Reich. You will not. Well, let's see. He might try to build a transport again and do some sneaky stuff like that. But I'm going to keep building with America too. So I'm going to counter him both ways. All right. The Deutschland rolls on. What did the Third Reich get up to? Into Libya, no units lost. West Russia, 1 unit lost. And Finland, 1 unit lost. All right. I'll take that. For our counter purchase, we're just going 8 infantry and artillery, and I'm going to save my extra points because I have literally factories everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4 factories as the British to pump out units. And then I'm thinking with this extra 8, next turn I might put down 2 carriers combined with the American fleet. We'll see. Or a couple destroyers and a carrier. I'll figure that out as we go. I think it is more important to get the max amount of units out rather than try to put down a strong fleet. Because I could just not buy units for all my factories, and then I could put down a strong fleet and hold out against these 3 subs and all his planes. But I kind of hummed and hawed back and forth with that. I like this plan instead. We'll go our 2 infantry. Everyone on Finland. We want to make sure I know about that winter war, okay? So I'm coming in guns a-blazing into Finland. We are not going to underestimate those deadly, wily Finns. Kangsu. Just 3 infantry, eh? I wonder if that bomber could make it over there. No, too far. Could I Victory City snipe right now? So I need 3 more. 1, 2. No. No, I'd have to. I can't get Italy. I can't get Karelia. I'd have to get one of those 2. Or Japan. Okay. I just saw it. I thought, oh, maybe I can finish this now. But no, not quite. But just keep the tank back. Ah, screw it. Let's go for it. Forward in force. Go all in here and then possibly pull back. The ideal is I get 2 hits, he gets none, and then I could withdraw. Because I still have these 3 to reinforce, plus I'm building 2 units. So I'm not really worried about losing Egypt next turn. Alright, easy peasy. Let's go. Those mighty Finns, let's see what kind of a resistance they put up. If they can hit a 2-4 and take out my boys. Ah, they're good fighters, but they're not that good of fighters. Into Kwangsu. Ideal would be I only lose one infantry out of this. Alright, we 1-rounded him. Hey, that's pretty ideal. That is pretty good. Now Libya. Yeah, either I 1-round him, or I get 3 or 2 and I can just fall back. Ah, not 2. Ooh. Ah, now those guys are exposed. My tank is exposed. Oh well, it was a nice tank while it lasted. Those boys forward, all three of you guys into Egypt for a counterattack. Which I know they'll have some boys in Libya. Let's bring you guys up to the Caucasus, help out. And then I'm thinking like 2 units each turn from the British to head east to help out with the Americans, and then 1 up into Persia helping out against the Soviets. Or should I be 2 units each turn towards the Soviets? I like the pressure we have on Japan. I don't want that to lighten up. I guess the Americans could probably sustain that on their own. No, I will keep the 2 going that way. I think this is not broken, so don't try to fix it. I want 4 back here, 1 forward into Russia. My bomber I would like down into India. Does have transports, but he has no ground units. He can only grab these 4 units to throw at me. So I will pile my planes back up here in Kwangtung. Come at me, brah, is what I say. Come at me. Not a bad. Not a bad. Could always be better, right? Where would I like this artillery? Maybe the artillery in Norway. And then just all the infantry everywhere else. Which I should have bought the exact right amount, if I can count. Attack power check. Oh, yes. Let's just keep... Exactly. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Let's just keep marching forward to victory, boys. Our Japanese friends took the Philippines. Into Venki, no units lost. Into Kangsu. Destroyed a tank, 2 infantry, lost infantry and artillery. Oh, so we held it. Anhui, no units lost. And we held on in C Zone 62. The attackers lost 2 subs, the defenders lost no losses. Huh? Okay, so what did he move to C Zone 62? That would be this one? No. Huh? I don't really know what happened here, but somehow we killed 2 of his subs and lost no losses. I don't even partially understand that, let alone fully understand that, but whatever. And he has no fighters on here. How many subs can I hit him with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? I might be able to take out that fleet with just those subs. Oh, that would annoy the heck out of him. That would be wonderful. What did he buy? What did he buy? 3 infantry and... Okay, no, he didn't go on all naval purchase. So here's the gut check. Do we want to... I definitely want to get 2 carriers. I don't think I need to go all in on his navy here. Though he has those 5 bombers. That's his only ace in the bag there. So we go 2 carriers. 2 destroyers. 1-2 for French Indochina. If I come up north here, his fighters can hit me up there. Let's go 1-2. Actually, I don't even really need that. I already have the units here ready to go. Let's throw another destroyer for the Atlantic. This is intense. I want to make the right move here. Yeah, and he's got those 4 bombers ace in hand as well as the Germy Germs. Might just be safest to throw my guys down into Africa. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he can land in Karelia. So I am very exposed in the north. Yeah, I'm safest just to throw the guys down in Africa. I'll throw the guys down in Africa. So my fighters handle that. Now, what does this look like? 1, 2. Oh, you're out of position. And you can reach it. 1, 2. Just make sure these guys can't. I don't think they can. No, they can't. The problem is these hits automatically go to my fighter. No, they don't. They can hit. I can take the subs first. This might be worth just risking it. I could get like 3 or 4 hits from the subs to start. Oh, but then I'm only into 2 subs. He gets to absorb 2 hits. That's the only thing. He gets to absorb 2 whole hits. That makes a big difference. And what's he likely to hit? Let's say he hits 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I'll roll the dice on that. I'm feeling a little cray-cray. So you would be 1, 2. I'll just send 1 fighter that way. Yeah, I'm rolling the dice on that, guys. I am definitely feeling a little crazy. See how that goes. I don't expect to win it, but if I can even, like, wipe out his lights and get into those heavies at all. Okay, subs. There's a lot riding on you here. Oh, that's him. Okay. Got 3. Oh, my fighter could use the hit there. Okay. Okay. Let's get 3 hits. Yes, 3, got 4, yes! Okay. Alright, we're into his heavies. We're into those heavies now, baby. Yes! And we get the early hit. Hits. 3, yes! Did I wipe him? How good is that? How good is that, guys? Look at this loss. It's 100 IPC to 24. Absolute destruction, guys. If this game wasn't in the bag before, this game's in the bag now. Absolute destruction. Feels great. March the troops forward. Forward, march. Left, right, and left. Okay, so what was I saying? I'm just going to drop these guys in Africa. There's no point in risking myself to that massive counterattack. Okay, that's all of you guys. Let's go 1 and 2. We don't have any attack coming from the Japanese, that's for sure. So we'll send 2 more units forward. Yeah, that's got to I would be rage quitting after that. Well, not rage quitting. I would acknowledge that I lost and I would quit at that point. But we'll see what he does. I'm not telling him how to play his game. He does he, we do we. That's how we be. Finally, our Soviet friends. I like 7 infantry by. So got 2 and 2, but no tanks or anything. It is tempting to throw these 5 over. Let's get 3 into West Russia, 2 into Ukraine, another one in West Russia, another one in Ukraine. We put 1 infantry into Archangel. I'm feeling pretty aggressive at this point, guys. Let's turn the screws to him. Turn the screws to him. Take the blade out of his front and stick it in his back. How do you like that? All right, 1 round him and no loss. There you go. So the counterattack is not coming. Or if he does, it's going to be bad odds for him. One rounder. He gets no hits. Very good. And finally, Ukraine. 1 rounder again. No hits. Is that a perfect round? Feels like a perfect round. Perfect. Okay, so he has his 1 transport, but he also has his bombers down there. We know we need 1 north for sure. We go 1 and 2 again. And 1 extra artillery out east. And then I think everyone else just stay status quo. Come at me, brah, is what I say. Come friggin' at me. Yeah, those American subs for the win, man, for the dub. Oh, how sweet it is! Our enemies have fled the battlefield after not taking their turn within 24 hours. Thank you for making it to the end, guys. If you can still hear my voice, you are a confirmed Giga Chad Lord. I salute you, my friend. Until next time, have yourself a great day. Goodbye.